Good evening, punters. This is Firegate7 bringing you another YouTube video on the Australian Open for 2013 being played at the North Leagues in Sydney. This round 2 game I think was the most impressive win of the stronger players, and it was a round 2 game played by Ly-Mallari, who is the #1 player in Queensland, Olympiad representative, and also an international master, having an international rating of 24-17. He's one of the up-and-coming bright stars in Australian chess. His game is against a guy called Ly-Mallari, who is from New South Wales. He has a FIDE rating of 1981 and is 131 on the active FIDE list. However, on the ACF list he's ranked at 57 with a 21-17 rating. Oh, that's so annoying how it just did that. 21-17 rating and 27th in New South Wales. So he's not going to be any pushover for Ly, you would think. And let's see how the game goes. Ly decides Ly opens up with e4. Mallari plays c5. It's a c in defence. And now we see knight c3, the closest c in, which is a good choice against players who are a bit stronger than. It doesn't have as much risk as the knight f3 opens to c in variations, and you have less of a problem running into book opening analysis, and normally white generates attacking chances in these sort of positions. However, they can be a little bit equal sometimes, so you do have to be a bit careful. Black plays knight c6, a move that I think is pretty good in this position. And now white plays bishop b5. This system's a favourite of the MCC player Jack Piccini, and it's a pretty good system for white. Guy West used to play it a bit too, so let's look what black plays. Knight d4, good move. Counter-attacking the bishop. Now, for the novice players out there, the one thing that white does not want to do is they do not want to give up this bishop for this knight. That would be bad for white for many reasons. The main one being, of course, that you would give up your bishop pair, which are always an advantage. So white decides to keep this bishop, and when they keep, they move it back, has an attack on f7. At the moment, this attack means nothing, but a novice player or someone who's just new to chess should always be aware that that bishop is attacking the king. And it's instructive with black's next move is that black blocks that attack. Now there's no attack on the f7 square because the e6 pawn blocks it. So this is a good move too by black. Now white plays knight f3, and black has to make a choice. Are they going to let white swap on the d4 square, or are they going to make the swap first? And white decides to make the swap. This move loses time, by the way. It loses time because white's undeveloped piece is now developed. So white has 1, 2, 3. In my opinion, I think this is enough to give white a slight advantage out of the opening. Black's next move, d6. Black wants to play d5, but they can't. Too many because of all the pieces controlling the d5 square. So instead, black just plays d6. Now white's next move, rook g1, is a radical move, a very strange move, and not a move I'd recommend most players to play. I thought a normal move here would be either d3, just protecting the bishop, and getting your light squared bishop out. This is the sort of move that I would expect white to play. Or possibly even just castles. Castle, can't be anything wrong with castling. Another pretty sensible move in my opinion. And certainly one that should be played, but white's rook g1 is just wow. It's like, why? Why put your rook on g1? I mean, obviously the idea is to play g4, but for anyone who's new to chess, don't play moves like rook g1 unless you really understand it. And here I don't think it's a very good move. I don't think it's a great move at all. In fact, I think it's just too much. There's no need to play a move like this. So Anyway, it was played in the game, and let's see how black reacted. A6, good move. Black wants to play b5 with a pawn from b7 to b5, and this will put pressure on the white position. Once the pawn gets to b5, it hits the bishop on c4, and possibly might even go to the square b4, where it's going to hit the knight on c3. So I like this move by black. I think b5 is good, and now d3 seems a very logical move by white. But bishop d7 seems a bit strange. Where's the bishop going? To me, the only square that makes any sense is c6, but even if it gets on c6, it's going to be biting on granite because his e4 pawn's well protected. Sure, it might be able to help play d5, but that's not going to be coming too quickly. So at the moment, it seems like it's devoid of possibilities, so I can't really see the point of bishop d7. I would have much preferred to see white play b5 or something along those lines.
It's a beautiful world we live in, a sweet romantic place, beautiful people everywhere, the way they show they care makes me want to say, it's a beautiful world, it's a beautiful world, it's a beautiful world.